Hey everyone, today we are diving into a classic problem in computer science, the two number sum problem. Whether you are preparing for a coding interview or just brushing up your programming skills, this is for you. Here the problem statement given us, given an array of integers and a target sum, determine if there are any two numbers in the array that add up to the target sum. If so, return them, otherwise return an empty array. Okay, so the thing is we are given with an array. Okay, uh, and the target sum is 10. Okay, our goal is to find the two numbers in this array that add up to the target sum 10. Can you spot them? Let's start by understanding the brute force approach. The brute force approach would be, we can check a pair of numbers to see if they sum up to the target. This means we need to loop through the array twice, which gives us an O of n squared time complexity. Let me show you how this works. Okay, so for example, let's write a function that does this using the brute force algorithm. Okay, so it takes in an parameter called array and the target sum. Okay, so here what we will be doing is, we will be looping through the array twice, okay, to find all the pair of numbers that are possible with this array, right? So first loop equals to the length of the array. Okay, and the second loop starting from the next element from where we are initially looping to the length of the array. Okay, so by this we will be possibly getting all the pairs of the numbers in this array. For example, let me print, okay, array of I comma array of j. So when we do this way, okay, Python two number sum, sorry, it's two numbers, Python. Okay, I need to execute this function at the first place. I will give the, let me initialize array equals to this given array. Okay, and the target sum equals to 10, and we will pass this array, okay, in the target sum. Okay, now when we execute this function, this will basically will print all the pairs that are possible in this particular array. Okay, for example, 3 comma 5, 3 comma minus 4, 3 comma 8, 3 comma 11, 3 comma 1, 3 comma minus 1, 3 comma 6, and again it starts from 5 comma minus 4, 5 comma 8. So using two loops, we are basically traversing this array and finding all the possible pairs that are possible. Okay, now what we will do is, we will calculate the sum of this pair. Okay, and if the sum is equals to the target sum, we will return the pair as the answer, else we need to return an empty array. Okay, now what I will do, if array of I plus array of j equals to target sum. Basically I am checking if the pair sum is equal to the target sum. I am simply returning that pair as the answer, else if there is no such pair that exists in this particular array, we will return an empty array. Okay, let me save this, clear the console and run it. Okay, I am returning it, but I am not printing it, so I will print it. the answer is 11 comma minus 1. 11 comma minus 1, when it is added, it sums to target number 10. Okay, but this solution actually takes O of n square complexity. Okay, this is because we are using two for loops here, which is looping through array using the two for loops, which is making a complexity of O of n square. So, do you think it is an efficient solution? No, we can do it better. Let's use an hash table. Okay, so what we will do is we'll use a hash table. Okay, and we'll keep track of all the numbers that we have seen so far. Okay, so when we do this, okay, if we do the complement of the current number, okay, with the target number, okay, we will get a difference. If the difference is in the lookup in the hash table, which contains all the elements that we have already seen, okay, then we have got the pair that adds up to the target sum. So what I am saying is, let's create a hash table called lookup, which is basically a dictionary. Okay, now what I will do is I will comment this solution. Okay, let's initialize this again. Okay, so what we will do is, let me write the function. We will write the same function to array sum, to number sum with parameters array and target sum. Okay, so I have an lookup which actually stores all the numbers that I have seen. Okay, so first what I will do is I will loop through the array for element in array. Okay, which basically loops each element through an array. What I will do is I will create a difference. The difference will be target sum minus the current element. Okay, the current number. Okay, what I will check is if the difference is the difference in the lookup. Okay, return the element and the diff as the answer. Else what I will do is I will track the element in the lookup. Okay, so this way what I am doing is I am keeping a track of all the elements that I have already visited. Okay, if I am not what I am basically doing is, if I am also finding a difference, okay, of the element with the target sum. If I have seen those difference before, which is actually getting tracked in this lookup hash table, okay, I know the answer is the element and the difference. Okay, because anyway that two elements are going to sum up to my target number, right? So if none of this element matches, none of the number matches, then I will simply return an empty array. Okay, now let's run this solution. Let's save this and run this. We got the same answer, minus 1 and 11. Now this time what we have did is we have introduced an hash table, okay, which reduced one for loop for us. Okay, reducing the computation complexity from O of n square to O of 1 in this case. Okay, this way O of n. So this way we can use hash tables, okay, to find the two elements that sum up to the target sum. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, guys.